Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with 12 trades, and today's date is December the 13th, and I'm using my new Pip Sniper trading system. It's this indicator right here, which is a momentum indicator. In other words, if it's red and below the water line here, we're thinking about selling, and if it's blue, it's above the water line, and so we're thinking about buying. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make a lot of money trading the markets. Now, I'm not going to give away all the trade secrets, but there's a lot of information and education within the training videos and also within the video series I call How I Trade Live Advanced Trading Tips. Now, every trader in the world, including myself, has days where you're going to have losing trades. As you can see, the first 5 here are losers. As I said, I've done 12 trades. Now, the driving force behind moving the markets is either I use the meter, and of course futures. Well, if you know how to use the meter and you're analyzing the dollar pairs, the dollar USD market, then that can affect like gold, for example. So you can still use the meter even to trade gold. So as I mentioned, what really moves the market a lot is high impact news. And that's exactly what we have today. On this day, Tuesday, December the 13th at 8:30 right here, we have the Consumer Price Index, month over month, year over year. And of course, the core CPI right here. And of course, if you've been trading for a while, you'll realize that as soon as the news comes out, it's virtually pretty much impossible to get into the trade right the second that the news comes out. But it's very easy to get into trade before the news comes out. So I put in the trades according to my daily trade plan and what the charts were telling me before the high impact news. Now, after the fact, you can see that on the US dollar, it's red here. So on this particular day, we're selling the USD. So if the USD is on the left side, sell. And of course, if the USD is on the right side, as is the euro dollar, pound dollar, then we're going to be buying it. Okay, now we can get back to the charts. Now, every morning at 6 o'clock, right where this vertical line is, I'm in front of the computer looking at all the instruments and, of course, looking at the daily trade plan. Let's take a look at that. I took a screenshot between 6 and 6:30. Here it is. So this is what I was, and just to let you know that it was the, let's see, from the Dow Jones down. These are the ones that I focus on as they move a lot and pay a lot. Well, actually anywhere from the crude oil all the way down. But today, the crude oil was not cooperating. And as you can see, I had a loser. Had actually 5 losers out of 12 trades. Now, please keep in mind that I've learned many years ago that if you put in a bunch of trades and you're going in the direction of your daily trade plan, you're not going to have all losers. So, and what you're hoping for, especially when there's high impact news, that the winners will outperform the losers. That is why you need a very good daily trade plan that'll catch most of the trades in your favor. So we're time to move on now, and let's get into some of these trades. First one we're looking at is crude oil. Now I wanted to be selling it. Now, okay, let's see. Now I was up actually in this area, but had some slight distractions, and I thought it was going to keep going down, to be honest with you, as the system, momentum, everything was suggesting down. But keep in mind, the market's very random, and stuff like this happens. So it's the way life goes. At one point I was up around 36 pips, or ticks I should say, and looking at the money, this should be 112 that I lost. Remember, it's negative, so that's 112 right there. So that's a minus for the, because I lost, it's 112 ticks, and that turned out to be $11,200 that I lost on that trade. Moving right along to the next trade, Euro Yen. Let's run a check on that. Now remember, in real time, the daily trade plan did say it's going to go up, so I bought it. And of course, guess what happened when the news came out? Stuff like this happens. But anyhow, I'm not too worried about it. I can have losing trades, but I never have a losing day. And that's the key to trading the market successfully. Let's see, Euro Yen. That's 110 I lost there. So that's a negative 110 pips, and that is a negative $8,126. And in real time you can see that the super signal indicator gave a buy signal, and it could have gone up, but well, market's going to do whatever the market wants to do. You cannot outplay or outthink the market. All you can do is trade and get on the winning side as much as possible. Moving on to the next trade, which is the pound yen. Another one I wanted to be buying. There's the arrow right there. Everything was in real time, didn't look too bad. But news came out. That's exactly what happened. Here we go. I bought it here. And eventually I closed out the trade as a loser with 104. So it's 104 pips negative. And that's why you see a minus $7,683. Remember, there's a few things that you need in order to succeed at trading. Meter helps a lot, and as you can tell right now, the USD, it's only at 3%, along with this CAD dollar, 14. They are both bus drivers. So we're selling, even as I'm doing this video, the USD and the Canadian dollar. So a good meter, a good daily trade plan, and a good system. And all my systems are good, but once I popped in the super signal indicator, added it to the pip sniper, it became a much better system, as it will if you have a favorite system that you like. If you add it to it, it will automatically become a much better system. Remember, it works off of the 4 indicators down here at the bottom. Bulls and the bears, the HA bars, timing indicator, and of course what I've nicknamed the magic indicator, the TZ indicator. As a matter of fact, not only is that I would label as a magic indicator, but also the super signal indicator. Without these two indicators right here, I would never be able to trade this way. And don't worry, by the time we get into the winning trades, you're going to see and understand exactly why I do more than one trade at a time. I try to do 5, 10 or more trades at a time. And I've learned a long time ago, if you do 10 trades and you do everything properly, it's virtually impossible to have 10 losers. So anyhow, let's see, where was I now? Pound Aussie. Let's run a check on this one. Another loser. And the only reason I have this many losers is because of this high impact news. But that's okay, as you will find out as we get to the end of this. Okay, took the trade here, and let's see, turned into a loser of about 70 pips, and so that's a negative 70 pips. That ended up showing a minus $4,872. Remember, I have a very unique way of trading, and took me at least 15 years or so to get to this level of trading, maybe even longer. I've been trading 18 years. I found success after 8 years, but each and every year after that I got better and better, and the only reason my trading got better and better is because I kept spending, on average, $5,000 every year buying more education. So if you think you're going to spend just a couple of $100 and get to this level, it'll never happen. You're going to spend a lot more than a couple of $100. But if you want to make a stupid amount of money, well, it pays off at the end. Believe me, you're going to make 10 times more money than doctors and lawyers. But there is a huge learning curve. I can elaborate more on that on a free Skype call. Moving right along to the next trade, pound Swiss. This one I wanted to be buying. Got arrows here and here. But, this was only I don't mind small losers like this, but it was the high impact news that produced these larger losers. And if I would have hung around a little bit longer, as you can clearly see, I could have produced that into a winner. Anyhow, let's see, this is a negative. Let's see, pound Swiss. Looks like about 2. So 2 or 3 anyhow. 2, because the pound Swiss pays slightly over $10 on each pip. So this is why you see a negative $323. Okay, finally we can get into some of these winners. Looking forward to that part. Let's see, Euro New Zealand. Here we go. Euro New Zealand. See where I got in at. Finally, this one here did qualify for a great way to trade. Everything looking good. And I pulled the trigger right on the setup candle because I knew that the next candle was going to produce the arrow. And by the way, I've had a few traders ask me, do these arrows repaint? The answer is no. When you see the setup candle is where the arrow is. Wait, setup candle and a trigger candle. Trigger candles where the arrow is. So anyhow, let's see, Euro New Zealand. And this one producing 55. Not too bad. 55 pips times the money times the lots. Paid out $3,562. Moving on to the next trade. Pound CAD. This one I wanted to be buying directly from the daily trade plan. Let's see where I got in at. See what I mean, how the market can move. But it didn't bother me, as the charts and my daily trade plan saying gonna go up. And exactly what it did. On the news, looks like 69. So 69 pips times the money times the lots paid out $5,167. Moving on to the next trade, euro dollar. Now this is, let's see. You remember I said we're selling the USD, so the pound dollar, euro dollar, for example, will be going up. So I didn't do the pound dollar today. The charts, something just didn't quite look right, but 12 trades. I knew I was going to get my 200 or more pips and ticks with 12 trades for sure. So here we go. Bought it here, went sideways, news kicked in. And look at this. Don't you just love this super signal indicator? The candle before the news. I had 15 minutes to pull the trigger. It was telling me to buy, and then there's your trigger candle right here. So let's see now, looking at the money. Since it pays $10 a pip, it should be 91. There it is right there, 91 pips. I was happy with that when I closed out the trade. Times the $10 times, let's see, the lots paid out $9,100. Moving on to the next trade, the Dow Jones. Here we go, Dow Jones. Now just to let you know that little tip here, and I say that in the training videos, the Dow, the NASDAQ, Russell, S&P, most of the time, now nothing's written in stone, there's no 100% guarantee, but most of the time, as they are correlated, same as euro dollar, along with the pound dollar, if one goes up, they all go up. And by the way, just to let you know, I traded all of them today. So, and these are the big paydays. These are the ones that paid the most on this particular day. Buy signal here, buy signal here. News came out right here. If I stayed in a little bit longer, tell you the truth, I could have made more, but that's the way life goes. I was happy. Let's see, Dow Jones. So I just took the calculator, took the money, divided by 5, and the calculator says, as I look at it, 425. So that's 425 ticks. 425. Could have made, if I close it out up here, 750 something, but I was happy. Well, that's as close as I'm going to be able to get, but the calculator says 425. 425 ticks times the $5 times the lots paid $21,250. Okay, we're moving on to the next trade. Happens to be the S&P 500. Another one I wanted to be buying. Remember, you buy one, you can buy all of them. Well, the last 4 here. Anyhow, here we go. Bought it. Buy signal here. Setup candle here. Time to buy. I bought prior to the news. Love my pip sniper. Tells me in advance which way it should be going. Now I took the money and divided it by 5. Pays $5 for each tick, and its calculator says 632. 630. Well, that's as close as I'm going to be able to get. So 632 as you remove the last digit. And then you times that by 5, times that by the lots, paid out $31,625. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, which happens to be the Russell. Here we go. Russell. Now on this one, just looking at the money, it does pay $10 for each tick, so it should be $385. So $385. Here we go. And we got the buy signal 15 minutes, but let's see. That's your news candle. So you had a half an hour before. Get in the trade. Plenty of time, believe me. And 385. Oh, this one I'm not going to be. Maybe if I drop it down to the 5 minutes. Let's see. 5 minutes. Might be able to get a better reading. 386.4. Even at that, I still can't get it. So you remove the last digit. It's 380. 5 times the 10 lots times the $10 paid out $38,500. Okay, let's move on to the last trade, NASDAQ. Now this one pays $20 for each tick. So I took the money and divided it by 20. And the calculator says it's 267 ticks. And I did drop the charts down to 5 minutes. Hopefully I can get the reading on this one. And of course, I could have stayed in the trade and grabbed some more, as you can clearly see. But I was happy with the 267. Let's see if I can show that. 267. There it is there. You remove the last 2 digits, so it's 267 ticks. Times the 20, times the 10 lots paid out $53,560. So, I believe that was the last trade. There's a grand total. Now, I just added up all the pips and ticks, and remember, there was 5 of them that were minus, so I had to minus those. So I ended up with pips and ticks to the good of 1,526 pips and ticks, and all of those pips and ticks eventually paid out $130,560. Like I said, once you learn how to trade properly, you'll be making a lot more than doctors and lawyers. But you need, lots of education. You have to have everything in proper order. And most traders, 95%, will never get it in proper order, and that's why they fail. So if you want to get some more information on how to get my Pip Sniper, all you have to do is look right below this video, and you'll see 4 different packages. I recommend you get your hands on all 4, but I do have a special. You can pick any 2 you want, and I'll give you one of the other 2 for free. Now here's the Pip Sniper system. It has over 3 gigabytes of training. You'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. I threw in a lot of bonus material, PDF books, Word documents, and as I mentioned before, you're going to need a lot of education. Now there's 22 videos here, as I teach many different ways to trade the markets, and each video is about 30 minutes long. And of course on the left side here, it's my daily trade plan expert advisor. 3 videos here focusing on the EA. So let's say you bought these 2. I can give you one of the next 2 packages for free. Here is one of the packages. It's the Easy Trader system with the super signal indicator. And as far as I'm concerned, I would never ever trade without this indicator again. It's producing fantastic results. There's 3 videos focusing on the indicator. Now on the left side here, I had lots of traders asking me, can I go in greater detail showing more advanced trading tips? So I produced this video series, how I trade live. There's over 2 gigabytes, 20 training videos, starting with my daily trade plan EA. Each video is between 20 and 30 minutes long, packed with a lot of advanced trading tips. So, I've shown you the 4 packages. Wanted to repeat one more time. The training videos are in How I Trade Live and the Pip Sniper system. This is where there is a lot of training. And of course, you can put the video on pause or back it up and read everything, as I'm not going to read everything. And if you want to get in touch with me, you want some more information, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. And if you live too far, simple again, here's my email address. Remember, there's an underscore right here. And of course, I do prefer Skype. Made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link. And then we'll have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. I'll answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks. And keep in mind, I do all of that with no obligation to you. I remember one of the mentors I was talking to. He said that he would mentor me, but it's not cheap. And he was charging $500 US per hour for mentoring. So here I'm giving you at least an hour, which is worth more than $500 to me, as I can make more than $500 in an hour. So if you want to improve your trading, just get in contact with me. And another thing you can do is, if you send me an email, just give me your email address and your first and last name, and I can put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. So it's just about time to wrap up this video, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, should be tomorrow, providing there's no distractions, I want to wish you, between now and then, good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.